This time, on the highway through hell, the Coke is hammered by a vicious winter storm.
Ooh, she's crashed pretty good. Hey, don't go under there.
With the crew knee-deep in snow and wrecks, patience on the mountain
Guys, get out of here.
runs thin.
You see me looking at something and going, we're in trouble.
Guys, jackknifing right now. There's gonna be a crash here.
But when a big truck carrying dangerous cargo crashes,
What's he got in there?
heavy rescue has to put the family fight on hold
He got nerves of steel, man.
and find a fix fast.
That was scary.
In the rugged mountains of the Pacific Northwest, there's a highway like no other. The Coquihalla is an engineering marvel. But when the weather turns bad,
Look out! It's like the Bermuda Triangle of truck accidents.
keeping the Coke open takes an army
When the highway shuts down, the world shuts down.
and a last line of defense.
En route.
A heavy rescue team ready to tackle any disaster. Because here, closure is not an option. On the steep climb to the summit of the Coquihalla Highway,
These vehicles must be out of here right now.
Mother Nature has unleashed a fierce winter storm. But a fleet of plows and sanders are refusing to let the blizzard take the mountain.
Once they get the canyon open, it'll be a lot better.
The few semis that have decided not to call it a night have chained up for battle and are pushing their way over the summit. It's a good night on the mountain. But down in the valley, where it's much warmer and raining,
We have an MBI involving the bus.
One bus in a semi?
a load of passengers just survived the scariest ride of their lives.
Eastbound or westbound?
The bus was ripped open by a semi.
5 Alpha 3 Kilo update.
A lot of times when you get called out, you have no real idea of what you're going to.
Jimmy Davis en route.
The highway needs to be open in a hurry, so you just have to be prepared as much as you can when you leave the yard.
Chilliwack 5 Alpha to Jimmy Davis on scene.
You're the guy who's supposed to be the end-all to end-alls on that job site. And one thing I've learned in this business, even if you don't know what you're doing, you should look like you do.
Somebody call a tow truck here or what? Holy.
Wow. It looks like there's no real serious injuries here, which is amazing for what this could have been. The bus is ripped right open down the side of it.
The bus is in the middle of the highway. The overnight freight runs are at a standstill, and more trucks are lining up every minute.
Is it okay or not?
Tractor trailer, I don't know if it's towable or not. I'm not sure. I haven't really took much look at that.
This thing here, a guy could probably hook onto the front end and just take the whole works, right? What do you think of that?
Well, the bus still runs and moves, believe it or not.
Really?
Jamie has called out the entire crew, including his two most senior guys, Kevin Ritchie
Go back a bit? Yeah, right there.
and lead driver Adam Gazzola.
Well, these people are pretty lucky, really.
They decide to use a new custom-built low bed,
Beauty. Everything works.
like a rolling adjustable ramp. The low bed is designed to piggyback vehicles from a crash site.
Okay, now the next problem is getting it on.
Looking good. Keep going.
But hanging debris on the bus is putting a snag in their plans.
Whoa, right there. Hold her there. Hold on there. Hold on.
Okay.
You know what I do?
A little bit to the left.
With only fractions of an inch to spare on either side of the trailer, there's no margin for error.
You got nerves of steel, man.
If Adam doesn't nail it, the bus could topple off and put a serious dent in the crew's goal to get the highway reopened.
Without us, how would we shut down? We can't be fooling around here. It's got to be first class.
Right there. That's it.
Less than an hour after heavy rescue arrived, traffic is moving.
The stuff that was stuck in the queue is now moving through.
Despite the big storm, the Coca-Cola is quiet for the rest of the night. Calm, clear weather means fewer calls. But the heavy rescue crew doesn't kick back and relax.
When we're not busy, the main thing that we do is get equipment ready to go again. That's what we're doing.
This year, Jamie added a new rig, different than the others. It's a retired fire truck they've converted to carry supplies. They call it the Rescue, and it's Kevin's pride and joy.
I got everything you think you need for a rack. Chop saw, chainsaw, got a recip saw here. Traffic control equipment, signs, accident scene sign, extra stop signs. This one's a little beat up. Zorbo pads, some oil booms, sockets, flares, fuel pump, hammers, torches in the back. Level 2 first aid kit, some hard hats, extra batteries, spare gloves, water, cups, garbage bag, coffee pot, paper plate, more water, hot cup of soup, my Visa machine, horn. Best part of the whole truck is that horn. I love that horn. It's my baby. I like it.
On maintenance day, even Jamie's kids are expected to pitch in.
Dad, no water.
I've got no water in the tank.
No.
Put your hat on, hurry up.
Can you give me a flashlight?
You need a flashlight? Wish I could be a kid again. Be careful.
But missing in action is Jamie's oldest son. 16-year-old Brandon decided that this year he wanted to learn the family business.
He asked me if I wanted to work one day, and I said I'll come to work.
I think he's done a pretty good job at it so far. I don't know if he really wants to make a career in this industry or be in it or not. I don't know where it'll go.
But this morning, he's still in bed.
He's upstairs here right now. I'm gonna go in and kick in his door and see if he's really serious about working or not. It's 11 o'clock.
Jamie, his wife Sherry, and their 3 young children live in a small home at the far end of the yard. Brandon wanted his own place, so Jamie built an apartment above the shop.
Brandon, it's 11 o'clock. You told me yesterday you wanted to work more. Wow, what a dungeon you got going on here. How about doing house cleaning in here today? I'll build you a beautiful place here and you'll trash it out. So, you're gonna work then? Huh? So you have no ambition to make money? Should I charge you rent then? Then you'll get some, then you'll wanna work more?
Do what you gotta do.
Do what you gotta do. Okay. All right. See you later. Can't just lay around all day and expect a paycheck to come in. You know, we meet people that are gonna come to work here in the morning and work all day. Well, at the end of the day, maybe he'll get a little of this going on up there.
But Brandon isn't the only one Jamie has to keep an eye on.
Hey, Kev.
I have to kind of keep everybody in check a little bit. We got chop saw blades, we got gas.
Yeah, we got blades.
Where's the gas? I want to see what you're doing. I want to know, you know, you've got fuel. I want to know that the chainsaw's fixed and in the truck. We have to make sure everything is up to snuff. Because when you get out and you're 3 hours from home and you need something, it's got to be there. Kevin, where's all our lines for our fuel pump? We don't have much propane here.
Well, Adam just filled that not too long ago.
It's another thing that happens all the time. We go out on a job.
No.
The tank's empty.
When Brandon finally does show up to work, Dad notices he's sporting some non-regulation gear. Turns out, Brandon spent his paycheck on some new bling.
Jewelry, I don't wear any jewelry, and I don't believe that you should be wearing jewelry in our job. You see this? They're gonna hang up. It's like having a ring. It's compensation, right? Wear them at home, do whatever, but not here.
I can't take mine out though for like a couple months. They'll heal right over.
Why don't we just yank them out?
I'm not joking. Go upstairs and take them out, and you can wear them at night.
I can't. I have to keep them.
When you're not working, you put them on, but not here. If you had rings on or something like that, I'd make you take the rings off too.
Well, I'm not taking them on, man. I'm done. I'm not sure if I'm gonna take them on or not, but we'll see.
In this business, sundown rarely means quitting time.
Center, median, 500 meters before exit 170.
Just after dark, a call comes in to help a truck that's in trouble.
Damn. Okay, he's just backing down the hill here.
Kevin has already rolled the rescue truck. Jamie and Brandon are close behind in the new rotator.
Must be up the road here north, Kevin.
It's a load of heavy plate glass windows bound for a new office tower,
Oh, it's dangerous.
and it's barely hanging on.
Yeah, I guess that's why the RCMP didn't want it falling on somebody or something.
Showed him where all it was holding, and I said, I gotta get something done here.
Glass is so dangerous. A sheet could break and fracture. You know, you could get stabbed, you could lose an arm, you could lose a finger.
Hey, don't go under there.
Jamie has been called out to tackle a fragile situation. A 4-ton load of plate glass has come loose and is now leaning dangerously over the highway.
It's really, really lucky that it hasn't come right off. So that's what's holding it on, that one corner up there. That's it. Hey, don't go under there, buddy. Get out of there. That's 12,000 pounds. You're dead.
And Brandon's inexperience is showing.
He didn't get what was going on there. One little thing and he'd been gone.
Brandon may not know his way around a wreck yet, but Jamie has one of his most experienced guys on the job. Kevin's been told to slow down and divert the traffic to the far side of the highway, away from the glass.
We need to make sure that we warn other motorists that are coming around the corner.
This is the travel portion of the highway here, and even a heavy truck coming by here jiggling this load, they could come off and hurt somebody. So we'll set up some lane closure first. We need to run that as best you can with some signs, with what we got with our signs.
Okay.
Okay, get the cones out of the truck. We want cones.
Kevin said you didn't want to.
In fact, Kevin has left the cones back at the yard.
Well, how are we gonna block this lane then without cones?
Fine, Jamie.
I'm gonna put the tow truck right in this lane.
Put it in this lane. Relax. There'll be 1 car an hour going by.
We need 2 guys flagging, one at each end with radios.
We don't have radios either.
Just do your thing. I got this hammer. Get out of my face. Just do your thing, okay?
Kevin comes up to me and he goes, don't you worry about it, I'm dealing with it.
Without radios or cones, controlling traffic will be more difficult and dangerous. But Kevin decides he's more useful working on the shifted glass. So he leaves Brandon to handle the traffic job solo.
Next thing I know, I see Brandon kind of standing in the lane, and he's doing traffic control all by himself with one wand. This isn't right, and I know it's not right.
Now don't move at all.
But for now, Jamie can't worry about his inexperienced son on the narrow 2-lane highway.
Really careful.
If the load shifts again, glass could come crashing down onto the highway. Jamie's plan to secure the load is to right the 3 skids of glass one at a time.
Be careful not to jiggle this thing too bad.
We could have some issues here if we don't play our cards right. You could either have the glass all on the roadway, or we could have the glass breaking into itself. It's pretty touchy.
But Jamie has the new rotator tonight, and it's perfect for this precarious maneuver.
We can take these lines down to there and then just skid them out.
We have 4 different service lines to work with, so we can pull at the one time, we can lift, we can restrain on the other side. It's the perfect equipment.
With the traffic diverted to the other side, Jamie is able to pull up right next to the trailer. and swing the boom of his rotator right over top of the shifted load.
Good. We're good to go.
It ain't going anywhere now.
No, I don't think.
Jamie's plan works flawlessly. And as the driver resecures the load, Kevin keeps a low profile.
A lot of things I can let slide off my back, not a big deal, but that deal was just out of control. I told him, tomorrow morning, buddy, I'll deal with you.
The next morning, tensions are still running high.
I've been his right-hand man from day one here. If he can't rely on me, he gets disappointed and upset. I understand that. He ain't gonna bring it up again because he knows that I get it.
Hey, Kev, on this truck, we didn't have the equipment to do the traffic control. Like, you didn't have the radios, and you didn't have,
I don't think so.
Why not?
Don't even go there.
It's really bugging me, actually.
So what are you doing?
I'm just talking to you about it. Because we went to the job last night, right? Basically, in my mind, I'm thinking that you're not prepared, right? And I'm not trying to that's bugging me anyway.
You know what? I'm gonna go home. So what are you doing?
I'm just talking to you about it. And I'm not trying to be a bugging me anyway.
You know what? I'm gonna go home.
I really have an issue with when we did there last night.
Jamie's headaches have shifted from managing wrecks to managing people.
I don't give a you know?
Kevin just walked off the job.
You know what? Go home then. I don't care.
Place. I didn't want to be humiliated in front of anybody, especially my guys. I think I do a pretty good job around here, and for that to happen, it pisses me off.
Guys with attitudes, that's probably my biggest pet peeve. That'll get you fired here quicker than anything else.
But Jamie isn't going to let the problems with Kevin ruin his day. He heads out to see the guys who will pimp his new ride.
I always make sure I stay whenever the trucks are getting deckled because this is a $4,000 to $5,000 job. Yeah, where it runs into the box, we're gonna have an issue there. I wanna be there every time they do them. You know, change something, move it up a little bit, and you have to be a little bit of a fusspuss to make sure things are the way you want it. I get guys coming up beside me on the freeway and go like this. You know, hey man, that's a nice truck. It's the J-wow factor. And you know what, I like that.
While Jamie takes a moment to bask in the glow of his new truck, guess who shows up?
Well, Gary put on the top of the room and
We're gonna do up there.
Are you doing something?
We're gonna do that. Well, there's gonna be a heavy rescue on the top.
Best thing to do with Kevin, I try to calm him down and get him happy. Once he gets over whatever his problem is or whatever we need to work out, we'll move on.
I don't understand why you just threw your on the ground and said, I'm out of here. It's like you can dish it out, but you can't take it ever. You know what I mean? You're pretty good at telling everybody what their problems are.
I can take it. It's just that day was just a bad day.
Yeah, but you're good about telling people what, you know, what everybody else's faults are. And then if somebody goes to you and say, hey, you got a problem, you're like, I'm Kevin. I'm holier than holy, right? When I started talking to you about it, and you threw the chains on the ground, you said, I'm going home, right? I thought, what kind of an attitude is that?
You know, if you would have took me around the corner and talked to me, I would have been fine with it.
I think you're a lot ornery than you need to be sometimes. And, you know, anyway, that's where we're at with it. I mean, I'm willing to call it a day, and we can move on with life if you are.
I won't tell you to again.
Problem then, right?
Yeah, we'll just carry on.
We're happy?
Yeah, I'm happy. So I should have listened to him, and I just basically shrugged him off, and I'm sorry for doing it. We all got to work like a team around here. There's no I in team, right? It's all of us. It's all or none. plan for today is we're gonna stock my truck and make sure I have all the supplies I need ready to go out on a job at any given moment. Oh, we're gonna get a few things. I got a list 2 pages long. Hey, Ray.
How you doing there, buddy?
Oh, Christmas has come early. When you get to spend the boss's money, it can be a little fun. He said shop, I'm shopping.
That's the last of it.
Oh, Jamie, I think, will be very happy what we got.
30-plus trucks all chaining up now.
As Jamie takes a spin in his freshly pimped out rotator,
Go ahead.
he gets a call to help out a buddy who's working a job near the Allison Pass summit on Highway 3.
They've got a tractor trailer just about out of the ditch, and we're gonna go there and just assist with the trailer, get it out of the ditch, he'll tow it back.
It's the first big call for the 75-ton rotator.
Trailers are really heavy, you know, they're 50,000 pounds a lot of times, so sometimes you need big iron to handle big iron. Ooh, she's crashed pretty good. Okay. Wayne's pretty safety conscious, and he, right off the bat, he warned me, he said, keep that boom away from there. These power lines are so powerful, they'll jump to your boom. We'd be dead people, so we gotta be really careful about power lines.
The tractor's totaled, but the well-worn trailer still seems okay.
What's he got in there?
Mining something, they didn't tell us what it is.
The goal is to detach the trailer and hook it up to a new tractor so the cargo can continue on its way.
Oh, they don't want to block traffic here, so we're going to try to work within the lane.
With 5 times more pulling power than a normal tow truck, Jamie's new rotator should get the job done in no time.
The pad under okay?
The custom-designed truck came with all the latest accessories, including ice cleats.
It just digs right in the ground.
They're designed to give the rotator extra traction when it's pulling. But Jamie hasn't had a chance to read all the manuals.
I think what they're supposed to do is go this way, and you're supposed to put a pin through them. So I think we could have screwed up one of them by not knowing how to put them on. So is that where that goes?
It might be.
It's called on-the-job training.
That's how you get most of your training in the towing business.
It's an old piece of trailer.
Did that thing pop out already?
Despite 75 tons of pulling power, the wreck refuses to budge an inch.
It's bending right here and in the back here.
The truck feels to me like it's hung up on a rock. No point in ripping the back end off the trailer when the front's the part that's hung up.
The plan is to use the second, smaller tow truck to help slide the cab sideways off the rock, allowing Jamie's rotator to pull the entire rig backwards out of the ditch.
We're just gonna pull on both sides of the wheels. So with him pulling on one side and me pulling on the other, that should give us what we need to do. Another couple of feet. Okay. I'm done.
Now that it's free, Jamie has to lift the trailer off the tractor so it can be attached to a new truck.
Wayne said he's going to bring a low bed out for the tractor. It's so badly damaged. And what I'm going to do is take the front end of the trailer and hang the truck and get it over. He's going to pull the tractor and slide it out of the way for the low bed. Shouldn't be too bad of a deal really for us here.
First step in Jamie's game plan, use the rotator to lift the front end of the trailer.
Jamie, your truck.
Jamie's new toy finds itself on the losing end of a wrestling match. The chains dig into a rusty area where the old trailer was patched up in the past.
All the cargo went to the front end.
Yeah, it is.
So that's
The crew would like to open the trailer up and see where the load is, but the owner has ordered them to keep the doors locked and sealed.
We have to get a big strap under here on both sides and double shackle it together and get over top of it. But we still have huge closeness or proximity to the lines here, so that's a real issue.
Jamie would normally want to use a spreader bar, a kind of cradling system for the lift. But those power lines overhead mean he doesn't have enough clearance. So he must improvise and hope for the best.
See how sharp that is? That'll cut these straps like butter.
Get a mud flap and wrap it in the strap, put them on the corner of the rail.
Kevin volunteers to go under the damaged trailer and retrieve a mud flap.
I'm feeling this is not the right tool for this job. Pry bar! Woo-hoo.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We'll just use some absorbent pads.
How's the sides on that thing?
Actually, it's not too bad.
The pressure is on to get the highway cleared quickly. But with a trailer this old and beat up, the odds are against Jamie.
Okay.
He starts the lift and crosses his fingers.
How's the sides on that thing?
For 5 long hours, Jamie has tried to wrestle a heavy, aging trailer out of a ditch. The Highways Department wants the road kept open. It's put Jamie in a tight spot under some power lines.
If you're not on the game, if you don't take care of it, it'll take care of you. Simple as that. You're only as good as your last job.
The wall just cave in? Uh-oh.
That just buckled the trailer.
A simple task has turned into a nightmare.
That whole trailer's because look at the back of it, the ripples.
It's not the way Jamie wants to build his rep with his new rotator.
That's bad.
Because the trailer is now damaged, the cargo will have to be unloaded by a salvage crew tomorrow morning.
Keep holding it so it has pressure on it.
But Jamie can't wait. He's curious why the trailer is so heavy.
There's a lot of weight in that front end, way more than there should be. And now we gotta look in the back end, which we didn't really want to do, but we will.
What? Oh boy, don't we look funny.
That's a lot of weight there, man, more than you know.
Yeah, and it ain't centered.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 14.
How much they weigh each?
15.51 kilograms a box. It looks like gold. Cadmium metal.
Cadmium?
It's got a placard here.
What's the placard?
Skull and crossbones.
Poisonous.
Cadmium is a dense metal that's even heavier than iron.
Where that load ended up in the trailer after the crash, it was doomed to failure before we even started. You've got the best equipment, you've got know-how, you understand what you're doing, but it doesn't always work out.
What was supposed to be the rotator's big debut is a disappointing bust. The drive home gives Jamie lots of time to think. And just a few hundred yards from the shop, Jamie and the rotator have a run-in with a tree branch.
This big branch just hit me. I guess I should take it off the road, get anybody else, but what a deal that is. Those air cleaners are worth like $4,000 and the top's caved in. Well, I'm going home to bed. I've had enough.
The next morning, Jamie's first priority is to relieve some stress.
Looks like the cow could use a little bit of hay because she's gonna have a baby pretty soon. This is kind of just easy on your mind, this stuff. Come on, simple stuff. Believe it or not, it's the greatest stress relief just to come out and watch the chickens because they have a little pecking order and they have their own little group. They calm you right down. Like if sometimes I'm having a bad day in the office, I'll just come out here and watch the chickens. Come on. Take it easy, you guys.
Why?
Because
You might break.
falling hurts. I need time to be with our kids a little bit. We don't get a lot of time.
Yeah, you guys have really high.
Do I? We're so busy that the place owns you. We don't own it. Okay, kids, I'm gonna go back to the shop.
No.
Yeah.
This morning, Brandon decided to beat Dad into the office to do some online research about the hazards of bling.
I want your earrings out.
Why don't we just yank them out?
Yesterday, Jamie ordered him to lose the earrings, citing workplace safety regulations.
When you're not working, you put them on, but not here.
I can't. I have to keep them.
Brandon is determined to prove Dad wrong.
Well, I'm just kind of like the first year here, right? The rookie, they're trying to bust my balls a little. Yeah. Trying to get at me, get under my skin. Doesn't bother me, I'm not gonna take them out. This was in New South Wales. They're saying that a guy was wearing earrings and his boss requested he take them off and he didn't take them off. And another employee that worked there was a female who also had earrings, was allowed to wear them. So they're discriminating against you as a male. How can they allow a woman to wear them and not men? If they're gonna enforce that rule, then it should apply to everyone.
Jamie wants those earrings out. We all want them earrings out. We gotta pin them down and maybe grab my bolt cutters and cut those things off.
What if you rocked right in here and you just went this? Your ear would come right off.
Why would I walk into that? It's still not gonna
Why do I not wear any rings or jewelry, ever?
Yeah, rings, because if you're like working with
You
machinery,
take your finger right off.
Exactly, it's not gonna take my ear off. I don't stick my ears in things.
I'm gonna show you the act. I'll read it to you.
You find that rule.
Okay, we'll get
And
it
you
for you.
make a big plaque. You
I'll
make
go
a
up to
big
the
plaque.
compensation board and we'll find out why you got them in. Come on, go look in the mirror, buddy. What do you think of that?
I like it.
Huh?
His girlfriend doesn't even like it.
Hi, I'm
Go find the
toughest tow truck driver here.
go find the rule.
We'll start calling you Brenda.
Yeah. Get at her, buddy.
Get them earrings off.
Get them earrings out of her. By the time I get back.
If he finds a rule that says I can't wear them, I'll take them out. That's not happening.
Just after sundown,
Come on, boys.
a call comes in to pull a lumber truck out of a ditch.
Gotta head out up to Coke. Need all the help we can get tonight.
Jamie decides to let 8-year-old James Jr., Brandon's little brother, tag along for what looks like a quick, easy job.
I always went with my dad on the job, and as many people that are in this industry, it's family-operated business. It's generation after generation that have been in the business, and that's how it's learned. He thinks Big Brother gets all the action and gets to make all the money, so he wants to come out and make some money too. He wants to be part of the team and get out and do the job.
I'm not gonna help you. Every time you go out there, you never know what to expect. Never. He doesn't come on very many calls, and especially at nighttime. He doesn't understand what the road hazards are out there, right?
And in order that you protect them, probably the best way is to take them on the job so that they get it firsthand, job after job after job. B train load of lumber apparently went in the ditch. Adam's saying it's not that big of a deal, and Kevin's already halfway there. Well, the only family time we have because we're so busy working all the time to pay the bills, so here's a semi in the ditch up here now. That's what we're going to. Yeah, it's a big little. Easy as pie?
Easy as making a pie.
Really? What do you think them semis do? Just jump out of the ditch by themselves?
No offense, but that's pretty small for a wreck.
Kevin has begun setting up traffic control.
Big hill, right? Might want 2 arrow bars on there.
Earlier in the evening, freezing rain fell on this area, and the road is slick with ice.
Some trucks coming down hot.
Come on, man. Come on. There's going to be a semi-accident here. Let's go, go, go. This guy's jackknifing right now. There's going to be a crash here. Wow. And here comes the plow truck. Can he not stop? Coming too hot.
Jamie has taken Brandon and his youngest son, 8-year-old James Jr., out on a simple call that's just turned bad.
This guy's jackknifing right now. There's going to be a crash here. And here comes the plow truck. Can he not stop? Hey, you guys, let's get out of here.
A patch of black ice has just produced a multi-vehicle pileup.
All of a sudden, Kevin's on the radio, watch out, there's about to be an accident. I see trucks coming out, I don't know what to do.
That was scary. I didn't know how close they were to my guys, right?
Kevin barely got out of the way in time, but James Jr. is nowhere in sight. A quick search around the trucks turns up nothing. Then Brandon checks the rotator and finds his brother safe and sound and asleep.
You go out on these jobs, then you bring the kids, you get back in from the job, and you wonder to yourself if you're leading them in the right direction.
It's good to know he's in here safe. Shouldn't be out there at 2 a.m. working up on the coke. That's sketchy, that's scary.
Hey, it's Jamie at Jamie Davis Towing calling. Hey, can you turn the Fraser Valley boys around? As soon as they left here, there are 2 or 3 semis piled up right behind us. Yeah. I don't know about injuries at this point. Is he okay?
The crew's safe, but the highway's closed.
I seen this guy starting a jackknife, you know, he's a small trailer. And then the other guy was slowing down, just bumped him, and then that was fine. And then the plow came and smashed in the back of the back guy.
I don't know why the plow couldn't stop, unless it's just too
I was
icy.
lighting flares as he went by me. It's just that slippery, Jamie. I fell down twice.
Yeah, just let them do that till the police
The
come.
cops are coming back. So.
Yeah, while the road's closed, we'll pull this guy out, okay? It looks like it's gonna be a busy night now.
With temperatures dipping to 20 below, every minute the crew spends outside is painful.
Brutal, brutal.
There you go, push it. It's already frozen, that's it. Okay.
But it's the life you chose. That's the business we're in.
The lumber truck that triggered the first call is pulled out of the ditch.
We're tired. This whole crew's tired to start off with.
But with 3 new trucks piled up and blocking the highway, heavy rescue still has a long, cold night ahead.
We'll just keep doing our thing here.
The first semi, a mail truck, is jackknifed.
We can't let the mail stop. Mail's gotta go.
They straighten it out, but a mud flap is jammed into one of the back wheels.
Good as new. Ladies!
The mail is on its way. But the semi who hit him isn't so lucky.
How tonight, eh?
The tractor is severely damaged. Jamie's team will have to tow this one away.
2 hooker or 1?
They rip away the mangled hood so they can hook up a tow line.
I don't want to scratch this guy's hood. He might get mad at me. It makes it easier for us to tow if it's not in the way.
2 hours after the accident, Jamie's crew clears the second semi, but the plow is still blocking the highway.
And as soon as he moves, I can physically just drag it and then I can work on it on the side. Sounds good. Okay, won't be long. How did he get out of here? He must have smashed the window to get out.
Jamie needs to make sure the brakes are on so the truck doesn't take off as he straightens it out.
If the brakes were off and I'm winching the truck around and it rolls away on me, I look pretty stupid.
But he can't get in.
If you see me looking at something and going, I don't know what to do, we're in trouble. I'm not gonna waste no time trying to pull this door open.
The brake's on, but just then, the supervisor of the plow crew shows up.
I had to kick the windshield in to see if the brakes were on because the doors don't open. How did he get out of it?
Oh, you did that?
Yeah, I booted it in because I couldn't get in it. Both doors are jammed shut.
Oh,
the door does work.
Yeah. If you can't get through the window, you can use the door to get in there.
An easy job is turning into a long night. Jamie needed to get inside a wrecked snowplow to check the brakes, When the door didn't work, he tried the window. Bad move.
You did that.
Yeah, I booted it in because I couldn't get in it. Both doors are jammed shut. Oh, so the door does work.
Yeah. If you can't through the window, you can use the door to get in there.
Okay, well, I learned my lesson, Stefano. I'll try the door next time instead of the window, okay?
Cold in here. I don't know. Who drives a snowplow in the winter with no windows?
You know, just once, I'd like to just take the winter off and go to Mexico.
3 hours after they arrive, Jamie finally positions the rotator to tow the plow truck.
Everything's just sheer ice, so.
All anybody wants to do now is get this thing over with.
I'd say it's a good minus 20 right now. I just want to go home to a nice warm bed. It's still in gear.
Piece of junk.
If we drag it and it fires up, it could push Jamie down the mountain. The truck is in gear still.
Sometimes you get lucky, but I'm not getting lucky today.
With the transmission locked, they can't get the plow out of gear. They need to detach the axles from the drivetrain in case the truck jump starts while they're towing it.
This is turning into a bigger deal than we thought. Could be an hour, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours to take all that parts out, especially in the cold weather.
Okay, well, let's just pull the axles then.
To get at the axles, they need to remove the hub covers. The temperature has now dropped to 24 below.
I'm cold and tired. I just want to go home.
And the axle bolts on the plow won't budge.
Things are seized and rusted, and especially on a plow truck because salt's corroded every part of that truck.
When tools fail, Jamie tries brute force. He gets one of the hubs loose, but he can't go on.
I could barely even lift my arm. Like it hurts so bad. Truck from hell. Oh. I tell you, this thing's pushed me beyond my limits. My arm is just killing me. I can't even lift my arm.
You're pushing your body, you're pushing your equipment. Everything's being pushed to the max. You know, nothing is left. You got to do the job no matter what happens.
Exhausted, he turns the job over to 16-year-old Brandon.
Grab that. You're gonna have to swing this hammer. My arm is too sore.
Don't have to do a big swing.
The kid comes through and gets the last hub cover off.
I'm gonna listen while Jamie pulls ahead to see if it's out of gear now, and if it is, we're good to go.
That's got it, eh?
I think so.
Okay, good, finally. Okay, we're out of here. Okay, get in, Brad, let's go.
There is no second chance in this business. You're either winning or you're losing. And there's no, losing's not really the option here.
But tonight, father and son fought through it and survived another night on the highway through hell.
What a night.
Another day, another nickel.
It's good. It's good for them to get a grip on what reality is. And reality is you gotta work hard. You gonna get up in the morning and do it again?
Yep,
You manned up though, that's pretty good, isn't it? You made all your whole week's wages in one day.
pretty much.
Not a good deal? Get a
Gotta
little
do
bit
what-
of sleep and
gotta
you're
do what you
living
gotta
large, right?
That's right.
Buy some new earrings maybe? Huh? Buy a new pair of earrings?
Yeah, buy some real diamond ones.
Next time on the highway through hell,
54 to 150.
heavy rescue is swamped with wrecks.
Holy moly.
I'm so tired, I got the shakes.
To keep up, Jamie brings in a rookie driver.
Chains are too long. Just hope he doesn't wreck nothing.
But there's no room for green in a whiteout.
I don't know what he's thinking.
Wow.
And a fatality wreck.
Highways doesn't want us on the highway right now. He doesn't want anything interfering with these lower wires.
Pushes Jamie's team to the breaking point.
Stop.
This time, on the highway through hell,
54150.
heavy rescue is swamped with wrecks.
Holy moly.
I'm so tired, I got the shakes.
To keep up, Jamie brings in a rookie driver.
Chains are too long. Just hope he doesn't wreck nothing.
But there's no room for green in a whiteout.
I don't know what he's thinking.
And a deadly wreck.
Highways doesn't want us on the highway right now. He doesn't want anything interfering with these lower wires.
Pushes Jamie's team to the breaking point. In the rugged mountains of the Pacific Northwest, there's a highway like no other. The Coca-Cola is an engineering marvel. But when the weather turns bad...
Look out! It's like the Bermuda Triangle of truck accidents.
Keeping the Coke open takes an army.
When the highway shuts down, the world shuts down.
And a last line of defense.
En route.
A heavy rescue team ready to tackle any disaster. Because here, closure is not an option. It's high season on the Coke, and Jamie's crew is knee-deep in wrecks.
We were very busy. We did job after job after job. The guys were all maxed out on hours. They're all tired and grumpy.
I'm so tired, I got the shakes.
Yeah, me too.
Mentally drained, physically drained, no sleep.
3-4 days in a row.
These guys have to be mentally strong. They have to be physically strong. They have to have the stamina to go. 120, 6'8" rock.
But even Jamie knows he needs more manpower.
When we're busy, I need extra guys on.
To take on some of the smaller jobs, the boss has brought on a rookie driver, Rob.
This is my first time working in his tow truck, so this is all new to me and something different every day. I'd love to be able to upgrade to a big, heavy wreck eventually, but I gotta start at the bottom and work my way up, and I'll eventually do it. I mean, that's what my goal is.
You don't get to be the top guy overnight. You know, it takes time. There's more failures than there is success stories in this business. Time will tell, I guess, if he makes it or breaks it here.
Tire chains for that truck.
Today, Kevin's giving Rob a lesson in chaining up.
You're the guy helping the helpless, right? But if we're not prepared and our chains are up, we can't help the person in trouble. So we're gonna put this chain on.
Okay. Oh yeah, chaining, I know chaining, like, I mean, I've done it, it's just, I don't like it.
You're already putting it on wrong.
I can't get the third one with that bulge.
Can you get it?
Reaching back.
Too many cheeseburgers.
I had one, that was it today.
See?
That's all I eat. That's all I ate in all day.
How did I know that? That's pretty good.
And that's how you put chains on. So.
That's the easy way.
Yeah.
Snowstorm's the hard way.
Two days later, Rob gets his first big solo job, a major rollover in a ravine.
This is my first one like this. I've done 3 rollovers, but not like this. Most of the other ones were on upper level, side of the road. It's not so bad.
Not confident he knows how to handle it, Rob calls in backup.
Rob hasn't had much opportunity really to even go on these types of jobs. I hate to say it, but a lot of this job is throw you into the fire and see what you can do. So we'll see, you know, what he's capable of. I'll know by the end of this job here how good or bad he is.
Now, my thing is, should I drag it like that up and then flip it up here?
You don't want to drag it on its roof.
It'll spin, you flip it, readjust your cable, and then you pull it up.
Okay.
Did you feel like this was a little more than you could handle?
It's a little bit different than what I've been doing.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted.
You wanted me, so you pressed the panic button and phoned me, right?
Well, basically,
That's just
I was
good,
just
that's
like,
good.
I need guidance, whatever, right?
That's right. Yep.
He thought he was gonna pull it straight up the front, right? You don't work like that. I want you to boom out.
Yep.
Okay, go do that.
Okay.
He's gonna boom out so that his line is over here more, and then it'll spin nicely, and then we'll roll it and tug it. Start pulling, see what happens. That's good. Back it off. Throw me a block.
You want to block wood?
Yes.
So he's dug a wedge in there, so the car will stop and it wedges, and then it'll roll it back over on its tires again, so we can get it up on the road up here.
Talking winch.
So that's why you have to wedge it. And it should be coming down right about now.
He's learning, he's picking it up, you know, slowly. You gotta tell him 2 or 3 times. He might be half deaf, I don't know, but he's picking it up.
Strap it right around and then put your hook in the 2 eyes. No, not like that. Yeah. That's right, just like that. And that's the strongest part in that car.
Is it in neutral?
I think so. I think it's a standard.
You think, or you know?
No.
You should check. You want it to be in neutral, right? Make sure the e-brake's off.
This truck has to work a little harder at getting this car to the snow, and he's learning that there's geometry in what's going on here, in physics. You know what happened there?
The freewheel let go.
What happened is the gear didn't go all the way in, so he started pulling, and it popped out of gear. If we were on a call and we were involved in search and rescue, and you were lifting that car up and there was a person underneath that, which is very possible you could get a call like that. You wouldn't be a popular guy if that car was up a little ways, they were getting the person out, and the car went back down on him again. Can't happen. So you learned that lesson. So okay, let's carry on, get this out of here. I think, did you learn a few tricks here?
Yep, I did. I learned a lot.
A lot? All right.
I would have done it totally different if I was on my own.
Yeah?
I probably would have dragged it on its roof up the top and then flipped it over.
That would be a bad thing. But you know what? I think you did a really good job. I'm pretty happy. I think you're moving up the scale, buddy. Okay, good job.
Okay,
really
thank you.
Good job.
Thank you very much.
I'm happy. He did a good job. He's a good listener. He's absorbing what we're telling him, what we're teaching him, and he could turn out to be one of my best guys in the future. You know, we'll just see.
But for now, Towing 101 must take a back seat to an urgent police call.
Sarge 1 to call search and rescue. They're calling us there for person's trap call.
Heavy rescue is needed on the twisting Canyon Highway. A semi took out a power pole.
Fraser Valley traffic just wants everybody to take care in driving up there.
Power's out, eh? There's no light in the tunnel. All the power's been taken out from the hydro poles down, so no hydro all the way in this canyon. It's 2 now. I've been doing this a long time, and every part of this road has a memory for me. I go by and remember accidents. And I work towards helping people out anytime I can, you know, and that's something that I live to be ready to do. But we're coming on scene here now.
A truck and trailer went off the road and took out a 70,000-volt power line.
He's in the ditch.
The truck rolled over onto the driver's side, crushing the cab, putting the driver's life at risk. Heavy, wet snow has turned the twisting canyon highway into a skating rink.
Tires ride on top of this, and you have no traction.
A semi has smashed into a power pole. Police have closed the highway and told Jamie's heavy rescue crew to stay back. There's nothing they can do but play a waiting game.
Just dig a trench, you know?
Well, the fuel stays there.
Yeah, and then just pull all the snow away. We'll have to scoop that into a bag.
So Adam decides it's time to have some fun with the new guy.
What's going on there?
I'm just gonna get him to dig a trench around it now.
He's gonna dig a trench around it.
Dig a trench, and then he's gonna pile snow up about this high around the outside.
In case that empty barrel's gonna leak. All right. So you got a shovel on your truck, a little one?
We got a flat one.
That'll work. Just chip away at it, right? The ground's not frozen.
In case we have a fuel spill here with this empty barrel.
If this empty barrel leaks, we're
I have no clue what they want. They're all good at giving orders, but that's about it.
I think he's swearing now.
So Rob, have you figured out that they're just with you? Does an empty barrel leak? We were just bored and we had nothing to do, so we had to play a game on you.
Yeah, of course. New guy, low man, boom.
We love you. Help you fill a hole back in.
But after 2 hours on hold,
Traffic just called.
the fun comes to a crashing halt,
Confirm that it's a fatality.
and the driver's body is still trapped inside the cab.
So what do we got going on there?
We got a truck with a van trailer on, reefer. Most of the driver's side of the truck has been wiped off. So what we're gonna get you to do is with your rotator, we'll come in and we'll kind of grab hold of the cab and just kind of pick up.
Just a little bit,
just enough.
Take the crush off.
Yeah, we're gonna cut some of the door and the mirror frame out of the way, and then if we need you to lift more, then we'll get
So
you
we
to
can
go from there.
free the victim.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jamie moves his truck alongside the wreck and spins the boom out over the smashed cab.
Just tell them I'm gonna put a little bit of a twist on the frame with this one.
Okay, we're gonna put a little twist on the frame.
The grim recovery is over in minutes. And the highway department decides to send heavy rescue home. The wreck can wait till morning.
Highways doesn't want us on the highway right now. The road's been closed long enough. So they want this road open, so we're gonna find out what we're gonna do tomorrow morning.
Rob stayed up all night to guard the wrecked trailer and its load. Now, heavy rescue must hurry to salvage thousands of boxes of frozen food.
Okay. And put it right up on the road, maybe in front of Adam's wrecker. This load could have a value of $200,000 to $300,000. With the cool temperatures, a lot of the product could be salvageable. So big pressure on us.
So Jamie brings in some extra help.
Stack all the broken stuff against the wall.
Neighbor and salvage expert Jim Lasser.
What do we got for a crush?
Probably 10%.
Okay, so they're very concerned about the keeping the loss to a minimum. So that's where we're at here.
We're packaging it out, bringing it out, just trying to get a rough idea what the boxes weigh, stack accordingly, shrink wrap it, carry it out.
Thick mud bogs down the job. And it takes until mid-afternoon before all the food is removed and the crew can begin to recover the wreck. But before that's done, Jamie gets a call for another crash, this one on the Coke.
Okay, no trouble.
We need the trailer up.
It's a big recovery that requires Adam's Heavy Rescue 52. To finish this job, Jamie is forced to bring in one of his smaller trucks.
The old girl is a good, clean piece of equipment and can do a job.
Tighten it up. That's good, that'll work.
The older truck doesn't have the same capacity as Adam's.
I think we'll be good other than rocks.
But with the rotator doing most of the work, Jamie is confident he has enough power to recover the wreck.
I could probably pull this thing up all by myself, you know that. I'm a gazelle. Okay, so one guy's got to go up top, Brendan.
I don't want to. I already got tight.
I didn't ask you if you wanted to.
Come on, you're a little climber guy. Get up there.
Get up there and get there. You see where my hand is here? Put the hook in there like this.
The trailer is on its side, but it's relatively undamaged. Jamie thinks it can be saved, so he needs the crew to be extra cautious.
You're chaining this to the frame, tight as you can. And now what'll happen is when you pull on the tire, it won't ruin anything. Then just throw the slack over to me. Beauty.
Last night, the semi took out a power pole, but this morning, the power is back on. The wreck sits directly below lines carrying 70,000 volts.
If we're overhead lifting and we pull up on here, something snaps, the cable, wants to whip up, wraps around the cables, energizes the tow truck, power down to the ground.
Boom, we're all dead.
We're dead. So
If there is a power situation, everybody needs to know to shuffle your feet. Don't lift your feet, slide your feet.
Seeing as hydro's still here, why can't they just turn the power off?
They won't let us do that.
No,
they won't. They don't want to interrupt service to their customers.
To help give Jamie extra wiggle room, the power company uses a non-conducting fiberglass boom.
Hydro foreman is going to give us a hand here. He doesn't want anything interfering with these lower wires, and I think it's a guide wire or ground neutral wire. So we're going to lift the wires up, give us some clearance here.
It's going to be a heavy pull, of course, and then you've got the possibility of one of the lines breaking or something on the truck breaking free and the line shooting up. The rubber mat, this gives you added protection, isolates you from any shock hazards.
Okay. I guess we're ready to go. You got the line lifted up?
We got to lift it up about as far as we can go.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead here as long as you guys are good with that.
Yeah, we are.
Okay. Yeah. All right, we're at it then. Stop. Stop. Watch out!
On Fraser Canyon Highway, Jamie is in a tough spot.
Run that out. We'll put that into another chain.
A wrecked reefer trailer has crashed directly under a 70,000 volt power line. And it's still live. If a chain, cable, or any part of the rotator touches the line, Jamie and his crew will get electrocuted.
You put power into there, we're all shish kebabs here.
A special non-conducting fiberglass crane has been brought in to give Jamie some extra wiggle room.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead here as long as you guys are good with that.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, all right, we're at it then.
Jamie has had to call out his oldest truck to help out. As they begin the pull, the little truck struggles to hold its ground.
Here's one. Do it like this, Rick. Do one and then the other. One.
Yeah, we're going backwards. Pulling us in.
I'm kind of pulling against him as I'm pulling ahead. I'm trying not to, but it's happening. I generally wouldn't use this small truck to do this, lift this trailer up. I mean, another tandem's probably better for the job, but it'll get done. fell off of there on that one there, and the cable come flying. Not a good thing.
It's a close call. Fortunately, the cable flew towards the rotator, not the power line. They've dodged a bullet for now.
Give me a little bit of slack on this wind. Hold on, hold on.
This time, the cable holds. The trailer misses the power line by inches.
That's all that little truck can do, man.
The trailer is securely on the highway, but the heavier cab is mired in the mud.
I'm hanging onto the trailer, so it's stopping it from going back down, so they can reset their hooks. Okay, so unhook and come around the front side.
His only option is to unhook and reposition his small truck at the front to help redirect the pull.
Just get ahead of it quite a ways, and then put a line on it, drive ahead freewheel.
He's betting that positioning the small truck at just the right angle will provide enough pulling power to free the cab from the mud.
You know what, guys? I'm gonna tell you where you need to hook. You're in the wrong spot. Undo that. You need to be here. Give me one end of it. You see here, right here? And then that's the strongest point.
Thanks, Jamie.
Yeah, the other end, do the same side on the other side. If you pull on the front axle, we'll rip it out. So we need one block in here and one down there.
With the small truck repositioned, both vehicles are ready to pull.
Back looks really good, Jamie.
It's amazing, these old trucks. We thought they were the cat's ass when we were kids. Now look at them. They don't even compare with what we do today, right?
Now, Jamie turns his attention to one final task.
Can you guys go in there and kind of get everything in a pile where they can get it? And we're looking for the guy's wallet.
Probably here somewhere.
One thing we're doing right now is we're trying to find the wallet for this guy so that it can go back to the family. And we don't know where it is there. They're picking through the stuff. We don't know if it could be still in the tractor. The next of kin or other family members here will have the opportunity to pick through something to remember them by.
Yeah, this is where he was, his blood.
You know, their life is in that vehicle sometimes, and we're putting closure here for the family. That's what we want. Was there any wallet?
Not yet, not yet.
Okay. They're really concerned about that for the owner. Thanks. So this is some of his personal stuff, so we'll keep care of that for the company. We'll probably send it back in a box for the company and they can deal with what they can deal with. I'll keep this for him. In this business, you get the highest of highs and you have the lowest of lows. Things run through your mind. You wonder who the person is. You know, does the person have kids? You know, is there somebody at home waiting for him to get home?
The roads are compact, slippery throughout, snow falling, overcast skies, wind blowing, and our temperature is -4 degrees.
It's one of the busiest days of the year on the coast, and it's hell out there. A perfect combination that should make for a decent payday for Jamie's crew. Except this morning, his newest driver is missing.
Rob took off the other night to go into town, and he had to take some time off, and that was cool. He had some family things to deal with. But I told him, if it snows out, I want you back here right away to get in a truck. Snowing, there's cars in the ditch everywhere.
Where is
Rob?
Rob?
He's sitting in the driveway. I don't know where he is. I've tried to phone him. I don't know what he's thinking or what planet he's on. Maybe he doesn't understand that you're in the towing business. You should be to work when it's snowing. And Rob, if he doesn't get it
together here in the next little while. I'm just gonna can his ass and he can go find a job somewhere else.
With calls pouring in and people trapped on the coke, Jamie is forced to send Adam with his heavy iron to do Rob's job.
Everybody was hitting this berm of snow and then went sideways, and there was just a whole bunch of us that just all went everywhere.
A few minutes later, Kevin shows up in a small truck to help.
Rob shouldn't have took today off, you know, busiest day of the year right now, and he's not around. Everybody knew the snow was coming, but I guess he doesn't watch the weather.
Jamie's two most experienced drivers make quick work of an easy job.
Well, the owner wants to drive it because he's got a plane to catch from Mexico, but that's not gonna happen. It's got smashed windshields, puking oil all over the place, and sucks it ruins his vacation, but lucky he's alive. Okay, so let's back up and grab this guy.
I'm hoping that it's drivable. I don't know, man.
How we get her here now? We get one more pull and then... You can drive it out of there now? Let's give her a whirl.
We'll see. I got my car. Looks okay. I'm pretty happy.
Back at the yard, the missing man finally shows up.
I told Jamie on Friday night that I need Saturday and Sunday and Monday off because I need to go see my aunt that's dying and stuff. So, and yeah, I might have pissed the boss off, but my point is family's important. It's just like if his family member is dying, you're telling me that he wouldn't go to see her. But I'm back at work now, and I want to try to, you know, get some work here while the snow's around. I don't know. Might find something. We might get lucky.
Up on the highway, a jackknife semi is blocking the southbound lane. And the driver has a broken arm.
They're pretty smashed up. You okay? Arm hurts? You want to sit in my truck and stay warm, or?
Yeah, broken.
Broken?
Yeah, maybe we should get him. We better get him an ambulance.
Ambulance. Partner's got a broken arm. Needs an ambulance. So the engine protection's shutting us down, which means it's got a coolant issue.
I don't think we should haul this whole thing down here, though.
I'll get on the brakes.
To get the jackknife off the road quickly, Jamie volunteers to ride in the truck being rescued, something he's never done before.
Just to get down this hill, he's gonna need some help with the brakes. Because of the slippery weather.
To keep the loaded trailer from pushing Adam out of control down the hill, Jamie must carefully ride the brakes in the disabled rig. Meanwhile, down the hill, Rob is reviewing the lesson he learned in chain-up class.
Chains are too long. They're tight, but I got way too much. We'll just keep going. Just hope he doesn't wreck nothing. Oh, man. Is it that side? 6'8" to any other Jamie Davis drivers are on the coke. I don't think anybody's out here. I'm just gonna take that chain off. I don't want to wreck my truck.
While Rob is derailed, Jamie's riding in the cab of a semi that Adam's towing down the steepest part of the mountain.
We've got a lot of weight on the back here for this truck, and so what I'm doing is I'm on the brakes. Here comes the ambulance. So we're just trying to drag this out of the way. And if he has trouble trying to stop, I can help him stop because I have all the brakes. So we've got 3, 4, 5 axles of brakes on the ground. This is weird. Weird to be on the hook. Whoa, scary. I don't think I've ever done this my whole life.
Whew. Look at this, freaky. About as good as she gets for now.
How come you were scared?
What's that?
How come you were scared?
I don't think I've ever been in the back of a truck getting towed before.
No?
That's scary. Oh, I got goosebumps. I guess you can give me a ride up, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
You gonna back down or you gonna try to make the swing?
I don't think the traffic should be too huge. I think I'll take the swing.
Today, Jamie's team is raking in the cash. But his rookie, not so much. A couple of miles east, Rob stumbles upon what could be his first paying customer.
I'm just gonna go and see if this guy needs to pull up the hill.
Not the truck, the car.
Are you gonna make it? If I can pull you up the hill for 50 bucks. Oh no. My winch is frozen. Well, this isn't good. So I don't know, I gotta go ask them how I get it unfrozen. Cause I'm new at this. This sucks. 68250.
Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, how do I get my winches unfrozen?
Can you run them up to me here, just a little further up the hill? Pull into where the Lake of the Woods, or just go by it a little bit east, and I'll be there.
Is the freewheel in or out?
Freewheel's in. No, but I went to pull it out though, and it wouldn't come.
Well, first of all, get some of the snow off of here. Get a sledgehammer out of my truck, out of the box.
Yeah.
And give it a tap, because it's frozen. Drum's just like seized. Oh, it's frozen. The grease is so cold. It's minus 16 right now.
Yeah.
Right? Things just don't work like normal. Well, we did everything we can do. Use your other winch, and
yeah.
This ain't LA freeway, buddy. Go make some frickin' money.
Yeah.
Get at her.
Okay. So I just have to use the other winch for now. I got one, so I'm good. Let's go find work.
The sun goes down.
54 to 150.
But Jamie's day is far from over.
Whereabouts exactly?
Blue Lake Hill.
Okay, north of town there?
Yeah, about 12, 14 kilometers north of town there, dude.
He's decided to give his crew a break and take this one solo.
Now they're saying one other semi's hit that truck now, so it could be a two-semi accident, which is a huge mess to clean up with one guy. Holy moly.
He's beginning to wonder if that was such a good idea.
54 to 150.
At the end of a long day on the coke, Jamie responds to a call for a truck wreck on the Trans-Canada Highway down in the Fraser Canyon.
This highway's an older highway. It's a two-lane highway, and it's very narrow, very windy.
To give his crew a break, he decided to go solo.
Now they're saying, well, one other semi's hit that truck now, so it could be a two-semi accident, which is a huge mess to clean up with one guy.
It's a decision he's beginning to regret.
Wow.
A trailer full of water bottles has been ripped open.
Broken right in half, this trailer.
But the bigger mess is just up the road.
Holy moly, it's right across the road.
When a southbound semi skidded on black ice, the water bottle truck swerved to avoid a head-on. But it was too late. The two trucks clipped each other. The semi that ended up in the ditch is now blocking the highway. Traffic has been stopped for over an hour.
This could be a 5 or 6 hour job.
It's more than Jamie bargained for.
Bones, you on the radio? It's Jamie here.
Opening the road is a job for several rescue wreckers and a big crew, but Jamie has to do it alone.
Traffic has to keep moving, and the pressure's huge to get that highway open again. You got nobody behind you, you're all there all alone. It's like going to battle
and your general custer.
The water bottle truck is already on the shoulder. With the weather getting worse, Jamie decides against trying to move it tonight. The other trailer is snagged on the edge of the embankment, making it tougher for one wrecker to pull out.
I just need to get in here and facing that way and just suck this thing around this way.
Jamie is able to drag the trailer just enough to get the highway open.
I don't want to put the whole thing in the ditch, so we'll just have to take it out later.
Getting it out will have to wait until tomorrow.
So this road's basically open here as far as we can be for now. Okay, so you're all good then, and we're all happy up. Okay.
At 1:30 a.m., he finally heads home to bed. The next morning, Jamie's crew is up early to tackle the water bottle mess.
Water, water, who wants water? Last night, the one truck that's down in the ditch back there tagged this one, ripped this trailer right open, and now because of the integrity of the trailer, how it's sinking like that, we gotta unload this, load it back into that trailer. Yeah, it would be nice if it's just a load of beer, but it's not, it's just water.
Up the road, Jamie and Adam are focused on getting the other semi out of the ditch.
It's empty, so there's no weight here. Should come out pretty easy.
This is a fairly simple job, not too bad of a deal, pretty easy. It won't be long.
You want me to go, or?
Yeah, you go ahead. I'm not gonna pull hard here.
It goes without a hitch. Until Jamie spots a problem.
Whoa. We gotta get the rescue up here.
I am cleared, sending.
You on the radio, Kevin? Can you bring the rescue up here and pump some fuel out?
Usually when a truck goes in the ditch and it's had a crash, the fuel's already evacuated. But in this case, we got it up and got it a little more level, and some of it started leaking out.
This tank, Adam?
Before they can move the truck, they must pump the fuel out of the ruptured tank. With a highway full of thirsty semis, they have no trouble finding a spare tank.
Well, we gotta put it somewhere. We're gonna put it in our truck, and then Jamie can talk to the owner later about fuel.
Can you get a hold of Rob and tell him to come up here with the 1 ton and pick up the side of this trailer?
Rob arrives to help move the damaged cab.
What happened here?
But then Adam notices that Rob has done some damage of his own to the rubber sling belts that are required for towing.
When you're using these, you should have slack with a little bit of chain on each end, so the chain's lifting, not this.
You know why you drive your truck in the fleet, eh?
These aren't really made for lifting.
I know, that's why I had the chains. I had the chains tight as I could go.
A lot of company guys would be looking at that and going, wow, what do you keep those guys for, you know? And sometimes it's like...
Jamie doesn't like to be the boss. He doesn't like giving people when guys damage things or don't show up to work. There's no real consequences. You know, he just sucks it up.
I can work with people. I got more patience than the average guy, I'll tell you that.
With his damaged truck basically useless, Rob is demoted to cleanup duty.
Water bottles, and there's probably 1,000 more to go. Gotta hand pick them all. Everything's gotta come out of the ditch. We gotta make it look like it looked before the wreck happened. We'll be sick of water by the time we're done this.
By late afternoon, the ripped open water trailer is being cut up for scrap, and Jamie's weary crew is packing up for home.
I'm looking for Jamie.
That's me.
We should be done here within the hour ourselves.
Okay, similar, sounds good.
And yeah, on my way back, I'll stop and put like $50 of fuel in this thing.
I just put 40 here and buy yourself a pack of smoke.
Copy that. Get me a 6-pack too there, boss?
Yeah, 10 for you.
Rob follows the rest of the crew back in his damaged truck. After a long day on the job, it'll be a long ride home.
We've been through a lot of things with him, more so than a lot of other guys, and I don't know.
Rob's initiation at Jamie Davis Heavy Rescue hasn't gone as planned. In his first few weeks, he's damaged his truck,
So I don't know, I gotta go ask them how I get it unfrozen.
missed the biggest snow day of the year, and last night, he backed into old Bruce's car at the yard.
This is probably like a $3,000 claim.
He's gone from up-and-coming driver to window washer.
There's been a couple of days where it's like, you know what, I don't know what I'm doing here. Maybe I should just cut my losses for the damage and the issues that we have with them and move on to somebody else.
I just want to be able to stay employed. I mean, Jamie's an awesome person to work for, and I always want to work for him, but I don't want to, you know, I don't want my job to go away.
Tonight, Jamie decides to give him one last chance.
Have you ever done a repo?
No, this is my first one.
Never done a repo ever.
No, this is my first one.
First repo.
Yeah.
You a little nervous?
Yeah?
Don't be confrontational with the people.
No.
Not your job to be some kind of a fighter guy or something like that.
No.
First thing you need to do is back in that guy's driveway as fast as you can. Get the thing up in the air.
Yeah.
Once it's up in the air, all bets are off.
Yeah.
And if you have to, if things get a little tense and the guy says, get off my property, no problem, you do that, right? But you do it with the guy's car on tow.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Okay. I'm going.
The only
Hey, let's go.
This is your first repo, man.
First repo?
Yeah, don't screw it up.
Nope.
Okay, all right, buddy.
Okay.
Rob heads into the town of Hope to rendezvous with the recovery agent.
Because this guy has no idea what's going to happen. He didn't even know there's a lien on it.
Yeah.
It's one third party.
So you just want me to back up, get it hooked up, and get it off there?
And I'm going to ask for the key.
Yeah. No problem. It's your show, so you...
Well, I'm sure you've done this before.
No, this is actually my first one.
Your first repo?
Yep.
All right, we got ourselves a virgin.
They're looking for an SUV that was collateral against a loan gone bad. Problem is, they're not sure where it's at.
No, it could be anywhere. But this town's not very big, so we'll just go up and down the streets here, see if we can locate it.
Here's our truck. Here's our vehicle. I found it. It's up at the rec center up across from Cal Tire. Basically what I'll have you do is just back up to it like you're doing and just do your dollies, and I'll go in and see if I can find this guy. Just like hunting. Bagged yourself an Escalade. Well, we don't have it yet. Just watch the door for me, Scotty, and they're going to go in and see if they can find him.
Rob scrambles to get it hooked up before things get ugly.
Could go easy or it could get hot. So, yeah, here we go right now. Hello, my name's Rick.
The car's owner was in the middle of a hockey game.
You bought this off... Yeah, he came in and borrowed money on the vehicle. Didn't pay us, and we have a lien on the vehicle. And basically, we're here to repossess the vehicle. Yeah. I'm assuming you were on the ice?
Yeah.
Oh,
As you can tell.
So...
How'd you find it?
That's what I do, right? So, yeah. Unfortunately, I gotta do this to you, man.
Looks like this one's gonna go easy.
Yeah, we'll get out of here.
I'm happy. First repo, when we got it, we found it. It took us, I don't know what, 10 minutes? You never know what you're gonna get into when you're tow truck driving. And this is my first repo, and I like it.
Bailiff said he did a great job. I was impressed. You know, at the end of the day, he's pretty harmless, he's pretty friendly, and really not a bad guy. So tell me how your repo did.
It went good.
Didn't damage anything.
Didn't damage nothing.
Did a good job.
Thank you very much.
I'll tell you the truth. In the last couple of weeks, I was thinking of counting you, right? I'll tell you, it's crossing my mind all the time. Like, what do I do, right?
I was gonna say, pick me.
Felt sorry for you. He knows nobody else is gonna hire you. You got no
got boots. He just moved into that mobile home. He needed a job, so you know.
I'm trying to give you a pat on the back. He's come around. He's gotten better. He's not getting worse. You know, he's getting the hang of it a little more. So diamond in the rough, maybe.
But if you're next, you're out of here.
Accidents all over the place.
Next time on the highway through hell,
Oh, it's slippery.
an old rival turns up the heat.
You're out of bed. They're all chrome and gleam. I'm a work truck.
Just hate to see him around here.
And poaches a job from Jamie.
Acquiring's got it.
It's money right out of my pocket.
Take that, James.
And the new recruit
If it involves a tow truck, there's nothing that I can't do.
faces a harsh reality.
The only people that care about tow truck drivers is tow truck drivers.
Wow.